Familiarizing with the ITTOs of every process lays a foundation to not only understanding how a particular process is developed and serves its purpose, but also may help you answer one or two questions of the exam, where you may be asked to identify a particular set of documents required for a particular process. Yes, you may get a question or two where you will be asked to identify the right combination of inputs, tools and techniques, or outputs to a certain process of process map. So let's discuss each and every inputs, tools and techniques and outputs to define scope process. As part of inputs, we have the project charter. The project charter provides the high-level project description, product characteristics, and approval requirements. Then we have the project management plan. A project management plan component includes the scope management plan, which documents how the project scope will be defined, validated, and controlled. As part of project documents, examples of project documents that can be considered as inputs for this process would include assumption log. The assumption log identifies assumptions and constraints about the product, project, environment, stakeholders, and other factors that can influence the project and product scope. Next document is the requirements documentation. A documentation that identifies requirements that will be incorporated into the scope. Next document is the risk register that contains response strategies that may impact the project scope, such as reducing or changing project or product scope to avoid or mitigate a risk. Next, we have the enterprise environmental factors. The enterprise environmental factors that can influence the defined scope process would include organization's culture, infrastructure, personnel administration, and marketplace conditions. As part of organizational process assets that can influence the defined scope process, we would consider policies, procedures, and templates for a project scope statement. Project files from previous projects, lessons learned from previous phases or projects. See you in the next lecture.